That's a huge drive. Solid putt. That's in the garden spot. That's in the garden spot. gained it. That's a huge drive. That's in the garden spot. That's a huge drive. That's in the garden spot. Good ball. On the dance floor. Knocked right in the cup. That's a huge drive. On the dance floor. That's in the garden spot. Solid putt. Solid putt.
Premier League, okay?
Yes, football definitely started before the Premier League. So, yes, we'll give you that. And you mentioned it there, but in all of those records, sometimes the goal itself doesn't get spoken about enough because it was a brilliant strike from Brian Mbeumo.
Brian is on fire, no doubt about that. He's been really good for us and carrying the team in many ways, producing goals, working hard, creating opportunities. Very pleased with him. Overall, it's impressive. I think he got 5 goals now for the winger striker-ish. So he's improving so much.
Brentford fans might want to talk to Chris and Robbie about Brian Mbeumo. Who knows? What do you want people to talk to you about, Chris?
Football, Mark.
Do you?
Yes, we do. At the moment,
maybe. Do you think they might want to talk to you? Derby fans might want to talk to you about how Norwich are allowed to play on a pitch that's a yard bigger.
Oh, come on! Well, that's a good debate. There's many people in the Championship who don't want VAR. Derby fans want to hear from you this evening. Do you want?
Did you think
VAR
both those balls went out for the Norwich goals?
Well, not think. I mean,
there
was clear evidence that both balls went out, and Derby's second goal should have been disallowed as well.
I thought you'd balance it up.
Well, not quite balanced it, but I think it's a really good debate. The first one, I don't know how the assistant got that one wrong. Josh Sargent was nearly in the stand at Pride Park when he pulled it back. But that's an interesting debate, that, because a lot of people in the Premier League who watch Premier League teams don't like VAR. Here's another one, Mark. Set-piece Arsenal, they left it late. Is it written in the stars this season for Arsenal to win the Premier League? No Rodri at Manchester City. I'm not saying the wheels are off, but a couple of draws now. Pep didn't start Foden again, so I want to hear from Manchester City and Arsenal fans and all the Everton doubters, the Dyche doubters. They'll be quiet this evening, won't they? Everton came from behind, and Cole Palmer, 4 goals in the first half. What a player he is. I mean, I only scored 1 at Chelsea in about 50 games, and he gets 4.5. How selfish is he? So brilliant from him. What a player. Where can Chelsea finish this season? Is it possible that Chelsea could challenge for the Premier League title, Mark? What do you think? 08085 909 693.
Wondered whether we were getting the number. Second half about to get underway, so unfortunately I can't answer any of Chris's questions. Here are Andy Reid and John Murray.
Yeah, thank you. There's the whistle from Anthony Taylor, and it's Wolves who get the second half underway, just beginning. Darkness closing in here in the Black Country. The floodlights are on. Wolves 0, Liverpool 1. And I guess the question is, Wolves, with their level of confidence at the moment, are they capable of coming back from behind against Liverpool? Thought Salah might have been pulled back there by Ait-Nouri, but Wolves in the gold shirts, black shorts, gold socks against Liverpool in the all red kit with the white trim. Wolves in possession inside their own half. Bellegarde just giving it back to Semedo. No changes at the break, so Wolves with Johnston in goal, Semedo, Santiago Bueno and Totti Gomez, as Semedo is fouled by Diaz. So at the back, Semedo, Santiago Bueno, Totti Gomez and Ait-Nouri. Mosquera out for the rest of the season. Craig Dawson not involved today because of the illness that's been around for Wolves this week. Then Joao Gomez, Mario Lemina is okay after the couple of knocks that he took. He's out for the second half. And Andre, then Bellegarde and Cunha playing wide, and Larson through the middle. Liverpool with Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson, Gravenberch and McAllister with Szoboszlai, Salah, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. So 1-0, Liverpool leading through the headed goal just before half-time from Ibrahima Konate, as the ball is passed back to Johnston, who controls it and then clears it out of play on the halfway line. Andy Reid is with me, former Republic of Ireland international. So Liverpool are where they want to be, Andy.
Yeah, I think so. It was a big goal for them at the end of the half, a bit of a killer blow for Wolves, so they need to make sure that they keep the focus. They're not out of the game, they played all right, but for Liverpool, they'll just draw Wolves onto them, and they'll really look to hit them and get the second and third and try and wrap it up. But it's been an interesting game, quite competitive. I think Wolves have just lacked a little bit of cutting edge in that penalty area.
Yes, they have. Wolves, bottom of the table, have to go to Brentford next week, as Ait-Nouri couldn't keep the ball in, according to the assistant on the far side. He's not Cunha, it is, who's not very happy about it, as he took the ball on, but the throw-in was given by the assistant. So Liverpool have it inside their own half. Yeah, got to go to Brentford next weekend, who've made a decent half. We just heard from Thomas Frank, 1-1 against West Ham today. Then at home to Manchester City, as this really difficult early season run of fixtures continue. But if they lose today, that'll be 3 home defeats out of 3 in the Premier League for Wolves, facing the prospect of Manchester City coming here next. Wolves, though, through the middle. They haven't lost this yet. Here is Joao Gomez up to the edge of the penalty area. The covering challenge comes in. It was Jota, actually, who was able to move alongside him. Bellegarde now on the right-hand side. Might have been pulled back. Bellegarde got the cross in, but was off balance. Jota putting in the challenge straight into the outside net and goal kick.
Yeah, he had 2 men around him there. I thought he could have just come back out, recycled to see if they could sustain the attack a little bit. He puts a pretty weak cross in under quite a bit of pressure.
Lacked conviction. 3 minutes played in the second half. As we heard from Chris Sutton, lines are open for 606. So get in touch to talk to Robbie Savage and Chris on 606 08 085 909 693 is the number to ring. Hashtag BBC 606 to get involved. Text 85058. Much more on the day's football happenings on the BBC Sport website and app. Highlights, match of the day tonight and in the morning and anytime on iPlayer, and the 5 Live Football Daily podcast in the morning from BBC Sounds. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold, after Liverpool win a free kick, centre field. Here's Salah on the right-hand side. Salah with the 4 goals that he scored this season. Salah into Alexander-Arnold. Salah chips it back over the top for Alexander-Arnold's run, who volleys it across, but straight into the gloves of of goalkeeper Johnston, who was standing at the near post and then just trots out with it towards the edge of the penalty area. And the choice of listening, the Super League Eliminator is on Sports Extra right now, and the latest score is Warrington 10, St Helens 16. Lamina, oh, he's given it away. Salah, oh, shoots wide. He tried to pass it, he didn't look, tried to pass it to Totti Gomez. He passed it straight to Salah, who went for goal first time, but shot across and wide.
Well, Lamina's played a blind pass. As good as he's been today, that was really poor. He hasn't looked, he hasn't seen Salah. Johnson was out of his goal. Salah's decided to take it first time, and he wasn't far away at all.
That, you don't dice with danger much more dangerously than that. To give the ball to Salah in that position, he probably could have taken a touch, but he went with a first-time effort. Fortunately for Wolves, it's still 0-1. Joao Gomez, though, advancing to the edge of the penalty area, tried to play it across, but Alexander-Arnold didn't have enough on it. Tried to pass it to Cunha. Alexander-Arnold sprinted back across and intercepted on the slide.
Yeah, weighted pass just wasn't quite there. It was a good recovery run from Salah. The game has opened up quite a bit. We've got Liverpool on the attack now.
It has. World Cup winner McAllister carrying it forward for Liverpool, gives it to his left to Diaz. Here's Robertson in the box. Robertson's ball across. That was pushed away by Sam Johnson, who went down, fists up, deflected it back out here to the left-hand side, where it bounces out of play for a throw-in to Liverpool. Could easily have resulted in a chance.
Yeah, I just think Wolves need to be careful here. They don't want to get too stretched. They're still in the game. There's plenty of time left. They hopefully will build some pressure as the half moves on. But if they give away another one, you think it'll be pretty much game over. So, you know, you'd be just saying, just calm down. Make sure you've got enough numbers behind the ball. You don't get caught too much on transition, and you build your way into the second half.
We're going to see a Wolves substitution, and it is the winger Carlos Forbes who's coming on, Portuguese under-21 international, who's on loan from Ajax. And I can tell you that Celtic are now 3-0 up at St Johnstone. I'll bring you the news of the scorers in a moment. Kyogo Furuhashi scored just before half-time, and now two quick goals from Bernardo and another one for Furuhashi. So Kyogo's got two, and it is St Johnstone 0, Celtic 3, with a rush of goals either side of half-time. Right, the change is about to be made by Wolves, and it's Bellegarde after that last cross from the right. As I say, seemed to lack conviction, and he drops his shoulders, Bellegarde, there when he sees his number come up, and then trots to the sidelines.
I don't think he's played particularly poorly. I just think he's lacked a little bit of a cutting edge. I just think that final pass, that final ball, you know, you think back to the shot that he had in the first half, it just maybe, like you said, the best way to describe it, lacked a little bit of conviction. Does he really believe that he's going to get an assist? Does he really believe that he's going to get a goal? And we probably didn't see that enough from him today.
So on comes Forbes for his third appearance for Wolves. First time I've seen him live, I have to confess. He was actually at Manchester City for a spell, having moved to England when he was just 11 years old, was part of the Manchester City academy. We played for Ajax last season, got 3 goals for them, and here he is, Forbes, no E, Forbs is how you spell his surname. Quite a slight figure, isn't he? Shirt outside his shorts, and Liverpool in possession inside their own half. Comes back to Van Dijk, who just looks up. Larsson close to him. Big test for Larsson today against these two, Konate and Van Dijk. The ball's played forward from the halfway line by Konate, but runs all the way through for Johnston.
Yeah, just looking at the structure of Liverpool's team there, when they're looking to build a play, Van Dijk's on the ball, and you see McAllister, and he drops out of the block, and then you see Slabasai drops out of the block. There's a big hole in the middle of the pitch then for might be Jota coming back into that 10 position. It's really difficult to defend against, and Wolves look a little bit stretched at times when they set up in that formation.
Lamina, poor pass from Cunha for him. Liverpool all over it, and Liverpool now again with Gravenberch on the halfway line. McAllister goes back into his own half. Liverpool passing the ball around nicely in the central third with the 1-0 lead. There's an assurance about them here as Alexander-Arnold receives it 10 yards inside the Wolves half. He goes on a burst, gives it to Salah. First time cross in, left-footed, but Johnston's able to catch the ball, just moving to his right stretched high above Jota and then out to the edge of the area. Wolves fans wanted him to release it downfield. In fact, he just overarms it out to Cunha, who passes it down the line. He has Forbes then. Forbes against Van Dijk. Just keeps possession, plays it back to Cunha. Cunha then back to Forbes again. Forbes against Robertson this time. Cunha continues his run, plays the ball into Van Dijk, and he's a little unfortunate that it's blocked by the Liverpool defender back onto Cunha and through for a goal kick.
There was a little buzz of excitement when Forbes got on the ball there. You can see that he's got really good pace, good technical ability, very, very left-footed, wanting to come on the inside of Van Dijk. There's not too many face him up and want to take him on the outside.
Half-time, it is St Johnstone 0, Celtic 3. 5:45 kick-off, of course, in the St Johnstone game. More Premier League football for you tomorrow. Commentary on Ipswich against Aston Villa at 2 o'clock, and Manchester United Tottenham at 4:30. 5 Live, the place to listen to those two matches, but all of the top sport covered. They'll all be previewed and reviewed in Weekend Breakfast in the morning. Colin Murray then from 10 o'clock, including the Great Football Songbook, which is an excellent feature that Colin has every Sunday morning. And it's going to be West Ham's Bubbles that are featured in the morning from 10 o'clock. Long ball forward from Liverpool, but Johnston's able to deal with that quite comfortably. Plays it out, underarms it out to Andre, and then Santiago Bueno tapping it back into his own half, where Johnston uses Totti Gomez. Lemina now on the edge of the area. Lemina has to play it away from Szoboszlai. He was a little bit fortunate there, I think. He's able to continue his run. Cunha then receives it. Cunha through for Larsson. Head down chasing it. But Robertson's able to come across. Konate delayed it. Played back. Forbes with a chance in the 6-yard box. 1-1. Cunha arrives onto it. And Liverpool concede for only the second time in the Premier League this season.
Number 3,
Nouri it was in the 6-yard box to tuck it in, and Wolves are level. I'm not sure how many expected this, but it is Wolves 1, Liverpool 1.
Well, the roof's just come off this place here. The fans are absolutely ecstatic. What a mix-up between Konate and Alisson. Konate was holding, I think it was Forbes off, or it might have been Cunha. He thought Alisson was coming to gather the ball, but he didn't come. And then Larsson's just snuck around the outside. He's pulled it back, a little bit of a miss-hit from Forbes, and it's just fallen lovely for Aït-Nouri, who slipped it in with his right foot. Incredible, really. You know, Liverpool started the second half really dominant, and that goal's come out of nothing, really. What a lift for Wolves.
Wolves 1, Liverpool 1. Equaliser in the 57th minute. Not a thing of great beauty, but Wolves have got a little bit of luck there. They've had a couple of breaks in there. You know, Konate, they're looking at this. Players not resumed, so VAR are having a look. There must be something. There must be an issue. Anthony Taylor waiting. He's telling Liverpool to wait. Still waiting.
I think it's a bit with Konate where Larsson kind of half pulled him a little bit. For me, I don't see it as a free kick, but you never know these days.
They're waiting. The Wolves supporters are being held in suspense. Not seeing anything on our screens here suggesting what it might be.
Is there a handball somewhere in there?
Referee Taylor points and says, yeah, goal given, confirmed. Wolves 1, Liverpool 1. But it was a little bit of delay, a hesitation, a poor touch from Konate near the dead ball line in the 6-yard box that allowed Larsson to get it back, work it to Forbes, who kind of, it's almost tripped over it, Forbes, but Aït-Nouri arrived in the 6-yard box. They were looking at handball against Forbes. It was all very clumsy from Forbes, but they've decided goal stands. Wolves 1, Liverpool 1. Diaz all the way across to the right-hand side, and then in left-footed into the 6-yard box. Jota was bundled over. Referee blows his whistle. Penalty to Liverpool. Jota on the edge of the 6-yard area. Well, Wolves players look as though they can't believe it, but having just drawn level, they've now conceded a penalty, and Liverpool will have a chance from 12 yards to re-establish their lead.
Well, it looked like he was leaning on him a little bit. We have to see from the replays how much. It's similar to the Salah one in the first half, but maybe a little bit more. He's got his arm high around his shoulder. I think it's difficult to not give this penalty.
There is no way, Andy, that VAR are going to turn that round, surely. On the edge of the 6-yard box, Semedo with his left arm, which is wrapped around the shoulders. The referee having given that's the on-field decision from Anthony Taylor, surely not going to be overturned.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if it's overturned. You're just wanting, for Wolves' sake, for them just to have a quiet 3 or 4 minutes, not too much happened. They've just got a goal and got back into it, and that happens. You let your man get in front of you, and it's poor defending, really.
Well, they scored in the 57th minute. We're now in the 60th, and the penalty is confirmed. The Liverpool penalty. So it's going to be Mo Salah, of course. Mo Salah. The boos here ringing around Molineux. But Salah backpedals to the edge of the penalty area, stands with his hands on his hips. Sam Johnson on the line. Left-footed now. Salah sends Johnston the wrong way. And Liverpool are back in front. 2-1 they lead. And Wolves just couldn't hold it level for long enough.